here we are at part five of my little mini series that I am doing on home buying do's and don'ts. So today is the last one, part five. So the last do shop around for homeowners insurance. Unless you're paying cash for a home, you're going to need to get homeowners insurance. It just protects the lender. So I am definitely not a professional insurance agent, so be sure you're checking with professionals, but I'm just giving you general information on this video. All homeowners policies are not created equal. That's the first thing you should know. Location actually affects the cost of the homeowner's insurance. So it's really smart to shop around, especially if you're considering different areas, not just one. I have a friend who had decided he didn't want to live in the place that he's living in anymore. He wants to live in a different city. Okay. So he picked a house and everything, was ready to move, was so excited about this house until he started researching homeowners insurance. And when he found out the price of homeowners insurance at the new location where he was thinking about moving to, he actually backed out of the deal and decided not to do it because the homeowners was just too expensive. So it really can make a difference in your decision. So just know that it can actually hit your bottom line. So, you know, what you're paying every month, because that's usually wrapped up in your mortgage if you are getting homeowners insurance. Be sure you're talking to those professionals, getting that apples to apples comparison, you know, making sure everything is the same with all of the quotes. In general, policies actually cover destruction and damage to the interior and exterior of the home, loss or theft of possessions, and personal liability harm done to others. Now, the policy rates, they are actually largely determined by how much risk the insurance company is taking that you will file a claim. So they actually assess this risk based on several things: the neighborhood that it's in, the home's condition, past claims that have actually been made on it, which have nothing to do with you, but past claims that have been made on the home. So all of those things they take into consideration. So even in the same area, the homeowner's insurance can be quite different from one little place to another little place. So be sure you're shopping around. And in shopping for a policy, you always want to get quotes from, I suggest, at least 5 different companies. Definitely check with any insurer that you're already working with, because they already have you as a customer. I'm sure they already love you, and they want to keep you as a customer. So usually they'll give you the better deals. So good little tip there. Okay, that was it for the last do. The last don't. Don't forget the home inspection. The home inspection is super important, and I'm sure your real estate agent is going to be talking to you about this, but for some strange reason, if they don't, just know you need the home inspection. It's not just your opportunity to make sure that the home is a good fit for you and your family, but just to let you know of possible things that may come up, maybe even in the future. If it's a good home inspector, they might go that far. But just something you should definitely know in case there are some negotiations that take place between you and the seller. You want to choose your home inspector with care. Yes, your real estate agent can offer suggestions. The seller may have even done one themselves because they wanted to know where they were standing with the house and, you know, if there were any issues. So they may even offer that to you. It's tempting, I know, because, you know, it's saving you the money on the home inspection. However, I actually suggest go ahead and get one yourself, just to make it totally where there's no conflict of interest or anything like that. I just suggest choosing your own. And actually, it's a really good idea to research and choose that inspector before you even get into the part where you're actually going to make an offer, because once you make an offer, things happen pretty quickly to get everybody to the closing. So you might not have time to do the research that you would have done before. So if you can, and you're not at the offer stage yet, go ahead and be doing the research to find you the inspector that you feel comfortable with and that you want to use. Even for new construction, it's a great idea to get a home inspection for new construction as well, because, you know, not all builders are created equal either. And so if there are issues, you want to know what they are. So be sure and get one for new construction. You want to be sure that you are present for the inspection as well, because you want to be able to ask questions of the inspector. Comments that he has that he might not put down in the report, but he says out loud. It's good for you to be there for that. Your realtor also, of course, should be present, but it's really good for you, the new homeowner to be there as well. You, however, do not want to get in the inspector's way. This is probably the biggest don't that I have on this one. And it's really not a good idea to bring the kiddos to the home inspection. It can take hours depending on the size of the home, what the inspector's finding. I know everybody's like jazzed and really excited about, moving to the new home, but there isn't really anything for them to do. It's empty and all that kind of stuff. And it's just not a good idea to bring the kiddos to that. So try and keep them at home. Plus, you don't want the inspector to just be annoyed or distracted, anything like that. You want them to be concentrating on the inspection and the new home. The other big thing, don't assume that the home inspector can be held liable. When you're interviewing inspectors, be sure to ask what their responsibilities are. Now, this will be included in their contract. They will actually list it because they want their liability to be limited, but you just want, again, to be sure that you're doing a good comparison between the inspectors and know what to expect yourself. So finally, last thing, don't assume that the seller is going to fix every little thing on the inspection report. It's just not going to happen. Okay? Every home has issues. Some are major, most are just minor things. Wear and tear happens on a home. It just happens. Matter of fact, if the inspection came back with absolutely nothing, I think I'd be more suspicious of that. They should be finding some things because stuff just happens. The faucet's leaking, the whatever little issues. But just know that the seller is not going to fix every little thing for you. Stuff happens. All right, thank you so much for watching this and just being a part of my mini-series. I really appreciate it. I'd love to hear if you have any comments about other videos you might like to see or other topics you'd like to, find out more about. I'm Dana Weis with eXp Realty, and remember, make the wise choice. Bye, everybody.